Biden's free fall. If this week revealed anything, it is the catastrophic troubles the Biden administration has caused for itself and the country. This iconic image here could be a metaphor for Biden's entire presidency, an executive stumbling and causing chaos with every step he takes. And it's not just when he's climbing staircases, though a chairlift couldn't hurt at this stage. The Biden policies, no matter how well intended, are leading to ruinous ends for the American people. His vaccine mandates, coupled with the bloated welfare state that he means to grow even more, are wiping out jobs. Today, everyone expected 500,000 new jobs for the month of September. Whoops.
194.
Whoa.
I see 194,000. That is real low. September now coming in weaker than August, which was revised higher. And I think that's the big number. That's the big story here.
Yeah, well, Biden tried to spin the bad news this way.
The monthly totals bounce around, but if you take a look at the trend, it's solid. But when you take a step back and look at what's happening, we're actually making real progress.
No, if that's progress, I'd hate to see what failure looks like. They're the worst job numbers of the year. We have a cargo crisis at our ports. There's a 10-day backup for ships in the dock at the port of Los Angeles because they can't find people to unload the cargo. But at least women are thriving under Biden's economy, right?
August, we saw men going back to work 7 to 1 the rate of women. And my gosh, in these last jobs numbers, women actually lost 26,000 jobs in the market.
And education-related jobs are being destroyed as well. Business Insider reports not only did local government shed 144,000 jobs, but 17,000 jobs were lost in state government education and 19,000 in private education. Along with teachers, there have been reports in recent months of shortages for other jobs related to education. This is what Biden's vaccine mandates hath wrought. At the same time, he ceded educational policy to the teachers' unions. And while they advance radical curricula and insist kids wear masks, despite no scientific evidence, his Justice Department this week targeted concerned parents. You see, the teachers' unions and school boards don't like having their decisions questioned. So now the federal government is partnering with local law enforcement to police and punish mouthy parents. After all, they're not parents. They're maniacs. Just listen to the media.
Conservatives manufactured outrage over masks and history lessons, took our school boards hostage like a bunch of screaming maniacs.
Is this really about people being upset about mask mandates? Or are there sort of underlying disruptive forces, white nationalists, anarchists?
The greatest number and the biggest concern that we have are the threats of violence, the coordinated efforts that we seem to see.
Those videos that we see are incredibly scary.
Almost as scary as demonizing parents worried about their kids. By the way, USA Today rightly states there is no proof that involved concerned parents are a dangerous threat to school boards. And yelling at bureaucrats trying to teach your kid about sexual positions is hardly a hate crime. It's now clear that parents, children, and families have become real targets for this administration. And on Monday, Biden lifted a Trump-era ban on clinics that refer patients to abortion, or for abortions rather, from receiving federal funding. And buried in the Democrats' multi-trillion-dollar reconciliation bill is a clause that, quote, more than doubles the Earned Income Tax Credit's marriage penalty for childless workers, giving eligible couples a compelling reason to avoid tying the knot. The proposed changes threaten to substantially increase the breadth and depth of marriage penalties for families with children as well. Aren't strong families and marriages in the nation's interest? Not according to this bill. Biden used to stand for families, and he was moderately pro-life throughout much of his senatorial career. When you compare the Joe Biden of the past to the president today, he appears to have literally lost his way. The staff seems to be running the show. They've even created a little off-Broadway theater next door to the White House for the president's public events. I call it Mr. Biden's Neighborhood, a cozy safe space for him to make believe in. He doesn't even require a trolley to take him there, though the puppets are present and accounted for. This is really designed to protect the president from those uncomfortable press questions. You see, in this setting, reporters become spectators in the dark who are forced to watch these little stage shows from the orchestra. Unlike an East Room ceremony or an Oval Office spray, the press won't dare yell questions and disrupt the production before them. And once the staff thinks they've seen enough, well, they just usher them out. It's like Aladdin on Broadway after a COVID scare. Everybody get out. Go, go, go. We're canceling everything. Not that any of this has helped Biden. Once Americans hear him without filter, it does not instill confidence.
Also, we've got state leadership here. Lieutenant Governor Julius here, Stratton, and I'm from Pennsylvania. The Illinois president Don Harmon and Robert Reiter, R-E-I-T-E-R, Chicago Federation of Labor. And folks, that's how we beat COVID-19.
That's how we beat COVID-19. Glad to know. The WHO is taking notes. The American people are not stupid. They see this confusion. They feel the prices at the pump and at the grocery store. They see Hunter Biden's gallery side grift, which we're going to get to shortly. They see the pitiful foreign policy blunders in Afghanistan and Europe, and it has taken a toll on Biden. A new Quinnipiac poll reveals 53% of Americans disapprove of his job performance. 53%. 60% of independents now disapprove of him. If Biden continues on this ruinous path, he won't need a poll. He'll need a net.